Good, good. Great. Welcome. Welcome everyone to our chair yoga practice here with Shabakta Links. Thank you for tuning in. Take a moment just to set up your space. You might be in bare feet or sock feet, just making sure that you're not slipping if you choose to keep socks on. And you might have a yoga block, a cushion, or beach ball or something handy. And if you have that with you now, you can bring that block between the knees. Adjust your sitting bones, your buttocks, so that you feel those sitting bones underneath of you, shoulders over hips, so that you're sitting tall. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back a couple of times. And then settling into your space, let the body center. Let your eyes soften, or maybe gently close the eyes. Tuning into your breath, coming into this present moment by noticing and following our breath. And just following each breath, noticing sensation in the body. Again, you might part the lips ever so slightly to soften your jaw, helping to relax the face, the muscles of the face softening. Relax your eyes, whether they're closed or opened. Notice where the breath goes in the body. So with a sense of curiosity and awareness, just following our breath. And so we're aiming to breathe beyond the throat area and the chest, if you can. Expanding the rib cage, expanding ribs, and expanding your belly. You might even place one or both hands on the belly to help facilitate that full belly breath. Letting go of any tension or tightness. Letting go of any unnecessary holding. Long, slow, deep breaths. And then from here, we might bring our hand or hands to the heart, connecting with the heart. What does your heart desire for this practice, this day? This new day? What is your intention for the practice? Or another way of looking at it is, what are you cultivating in the practice? Knowing that you are worthy of that intention, worthy of abundance, of your heart's desire. Excuse me. So sealing in that intention, that heart's desire, perhaps with an I am message or a positive word of affirmation. And as you're ready, we might blink the eyes open, creating awareness around us after that short pause, after taking a moment to connect with the breath. Know that at any time we can return just to this posture of sitting quietly, of breathing with awareness. That could be your entire practice. Day to day, your energies will vary, your feel-good factor perhaps. So do what you can, modify for comfort, And just please honor your body. From here, we'll sit tall and we're going to take our gaze turning to look in one direction, back center, and then turn gently, look in the other direction, and back center. Do this a few times as we gently turn, as we start to warm up the head and neck. Good. Returning center, take your ear to the right shoulder and then slowly roll and come over to the other shoulder, little half circle. Do that again, gently rolling, breathing. And again, a couple more times. Last one. Good. Return your head posture center, nice and tall. Good. From here, bring your hands to the sides of the chair. Inhale, reach one arm up. Gently side bend. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, float the arm down by your side. Other side, grow tall. Side bend. Keep pressing into the feet. Let's do it again. We might follow our hand as we gently stretch, connecting breath and movement. Other side. And if that feels okay, let's do it again. One more time. Good. And release, nice and tall. Good. From here, we're going to do a few cat-cows, so making sure there's a little space between your buttocks and the back of the chair. And then inhale, extend the spine for cow. Exhale, gently round the spine for cat. So only flex and extend your spine if that feels okay for you. Maybe your doctor has mentioned not to flex your spine if you're dealing with osteoarthritis. Maybe there's been some feedback to not flex the spine. So you can just focus on breath here. Maybe slight extension if that feels okay. Good. One more time. As you're ready, come back to a long neutral spine and pause. From here, we might remove the block, set it aside, widen your feet a little, and then stirring out of the hips. Again, just some circles, making them as big or as little as you like. That's it. One more time in this direction. And then pause, reverse those circles, other direction. Again, noticing sensation in your body, noticing your breath. Good, one more time. Good. From here, picking up that thigh, circling out of the hip. Circle the other way. And then maybe you hug that knee in, either grabbing the shin or hook both arms underneath. Or you could use your yoga block if there's limited range of motion at the knee or hip. So whatever feels good for you. Take a few more deep breaths. Breathing into the hip, into the ribs and belly. Massaging the internal organs with your breath. Really good for digestion. You might even do this stretch the first thing before you get out of bed in the morning. Maybe again at night before you go to bed or before you go to sleep. Good. Let's pick up that leg. Cradle the lower leg if rocking feels okay. Some gentle movement back and forth. Or maybe we stir out of the hip socket. And then maybe you change that stirring action in the other direction. Good. Then bringing that ankle above or below the knee, or placing it on your yoga block. Again, just sitting tall, elongating the spine. We're hinging out of the hips. Just breathing into those deep external hip muscles. Good. Let's release that foot back to the floor. Just notice that side. What do you notice? How do you feel? And gently, let's pick up the other thigh, circling. And then reversing those circles. Good. We might hug that knee in, giving it a little squeeze. Again, ribs expanding and belly rising and falling. Just breathing. Working on digestion. Really important to do both sides if you can, so that we get into the ascending colon and descending colon. That's it. Let's pick up that lower leg, maybe rock back and forth if that's available to you. And then resting that ankle above or below the knee, let the knee fall out where it may. Hands rest lightly. Lift your chest, lift your heart. That's it. Notice the stretch in your body. And breathing into any tightness that you're feeling. And just a reminder to stay in a safe place for your body. Good. As you're ready, releasing that foot back to the floor. Noticing sensation in that side. Good. And as you're ready, let's come up to stand. We're going to adjust our chair. So today we'll switch the order up a little bit. We're going to go right into our sun salutations, standing in front of your chair seat. Make sure your mat, if you're using a mat, is clear of any obstacles and that you have space behind you. Tall mountain. We're going to flip our palms forward. Lift your heart. Take a moment to feel all the edges of your feet on the floor. You might even think of lifting the arches of your feet. Breathing fully, noticing sensation. As you're ready, draw your hands into Anjali Mudra, thumbs at the heart. Inhale, let's reach up skyward. Exhale, fold, come to a flat back, hands on the chair. Inhale, stepping back right and left to plank. And exhale, aligning your plank, drawing the low belly in. Inhale, you might add an upward dog, arching the spine. Exhale, lift the hips, step forward into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Breathe fully. Notice sensation. Notice your breath. As you're ready, halfway lift. Hands to the thighs for support. Tall mountain. Hands back to the heart. Let's do the other side. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward, flat back. And stepping back left and right. Coming into a strong plank, drawing the low belly in. And then inhale, you might fill up the low belly, arch the spine, upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips, step forward into your downward dog. Weighted in the heels, elongating your spine. As you're ready, halfway lift. Hands to the thighs for support. Tall mountain. Just breathe. Let's add on hands back to the heart. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward to the flat back. Stepping back right and left. Coming into a strong plank. Option to stay here or upward dog to downward dog. Then we'll add on halfway lift, hands on the chair. Draw your right knee to your nose, look down. Inhale, press it away, look forward. Do it again, knee towards your nose. Press it away. That's it, one more time. Press it away. And return to downward dog. Good. Holding your downward dog. Just breathing. Just noticing. That's it. And then coming up halfway, and then finding tall mountain. Let's continue, hands back to the heart. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, folding forward to a flat back, hands on the chair. And then stepping back left and right. Coming into your strong plank. And then upward dog, shoulders down and back, heart open. And downward dog, stepping forward slightly. Good. From here, halfway lift, secure your torso. Then draw the left knee to your nose as you look down. Inhale, press the heel away, look forward. Do it again, rounding the spine, draw it in. Press it away. One more time. Press it away. And return to downward dog. Just breathing. Noticing how this feels in your body. Noticing your breath. Come up halfway. Hands to the thighs for support. Tall mountain. Again, just breathe. And just notice. As you're ready, reach up skyward, interlace the hands, make a little steeple with your pointer fingers. Take another breath, right side bend. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Left side bend. Good, do that again. Inhale, grow tall. And side bend. Inhale, lift, grow tall. Side bend, other side. And if that feels okay, let's do one more, but work at your own pace. Move with your breath. And as you're ready, releasing the arms, roll the shoulders up, down, and back a few times. Good. And then we're going to use our yoga block. We're going to take our yoga block, we're going to take our right foot forward, our left foot back. Place that yoga block where you think your knee might come. Bring hands to the chair. And then you're going to lower that back knee to the block. Adjust that front foot for comfort. And we're coming into a sort of a crescent lunge position. Hands can be on the chair. We're opening through the chest, shoulders. And we might stay nice and tall for a moment. Opening this hip. If it's available to you, you might come down to the elbows or the forearms. And then maybe even extend the toes. So keep a little bit of core work through the shoulder girdle, through the abdominals. We're getting into those hip flexors that get shortened and tightened. Breathing into the hips, staying strong in that forward foot and leg. Just breathing. Just noticing. Good. As you're ready, curl that back toe. Start to come up. Draw that front foot back a bit. Push up. Step it forward. Step it back. Slide the block over to the other side. And take a moment to start to lower that back knee. Adjust that front foot. You might step it forward a bit more. And ease into pressing the hips forward. Relax the shoulders down and back. We'll stay tall for a moment as you check in and notice how this feels. Option to stay here, or come down to the elbows, lunging a little more forward and maybe extending that back toe. Breathe into this shape. Breathe into the hip. Just notice. Good. As you're ready, curl that back toe under. Push yourself up a little higher, a little taller. Draw the foot back for support. Push up. Push your block away a little. Ground those feet. Take your time to come up. Coming back to that tall mountain. Take a moment just to check in. Just to notice. Breath. Your alignment and posture. Good. Good. And then from here, let's adjust our chair once again. We'll come back to have a bit of a seat. So picking up our block en route. And we're going to turn to face your right. So we'll go with the group here. Block between the knees. And sitting side on to your chair. Shoulders over hips, body tall. As you're ready, we'll add a little twist. We're going to reach the arms up. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, turn towards your chair back. Float the arms down to the chair back. Breathe here. Just noticing and breathing. A little lift in the low belly. Perhaps the pelvic floor lifts slightly. A little squeeze the block. Feel the adductors or inner thighs engaging lightly. And to come out of your twist, inhale, reach up skyward, start to turn back in the direction of your hips and float the arms down to the legs. Pause here as we let the ribs settle, your spine. Good. And then from here, we might remove our block, placing that block on the floor in front of our chair. Scoot forward. So again, another option for that hip flexor area. And we're opening this front hip. We're grounding in this opposite foot. Reach that front arm up skyward, lifting out of the hip flexor, and then maybe a little bit over. Soften your back elbow and shoulder. Breathe into this shape. Noticing sensation, noticing your breath. As you're ready, reach both arms up skyward for warrior one. Shoulders over hips. Relax the arm bones, your hands and fingers. Just breathe. Legs are strong, pressing through the feet. Let's take this warrior one to flying warrior. Bring the back hand to the thigh, front hand reaches forward, front leg stretches back, changing the angle. Allow a moment to square off your shoulders and hips. Option is to lift both arms for further challenge, engaging the core, or maybe you keep that hand on the thigh for support. Notice the sensation. You might feel some stretching in that hip flexor. Breathe into this shape. And then as you're ready, bend the back knee, start to straighten the torso. Pivot on that back toe and stretch out, coming into warrior two. So adjust this leg for comfort. Shoulders down and back. Good. And let's add that back arm. Reach it forward. Pull it back. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, pull back and open. One more time. And keeping the arms long, let's rotate our arm bones, turning up, palms turning down, right into the shoulder. Notice how that feels. That's it. And then leaving our palms up. Flipping our warrior, relax this back elbow and shoulder. Opening the ribs. You can gaze up or at the horizon, or even tuck your chin looking down. What feels best for your head and neck? Continue to focus on your breath, making adjustments along the way. And when you're ready, windmill back to warrior two. Coming into extended side angle, bend that front elbow and arm, lightly rest. Circle the back arm up and around, arm by the ear. And then open the shoulders a little more. Crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone. Keep pressing through your feet. Notice the action of the leg muscles as you press through your feet. Keep that lift in the waistline, so we're lightly resting on this arm. Good. To come out of this extended side angle, reach up skyward. Windmill to parallel arms, warrior two. And float the arms down to the legs. Bend the back knee, help it forward, the front. We'll turn to face center and pause for a moment. Good. Let's do the other side. So we'll pick up our block. We're going to turn to face the other direction. Again, block between the knee. And maybe hydrate en route. So if you haven't hydrated, stay hydrated. We're coming into our twist. Arms up skyward. Gently turn to your chair back and float the arms down to the chair back. Breathe here and notice. And gently spiraling, wringing out toxins, giving the ribs a little release. Breathe into the belly and then draw the belly in. Melt the ribs, relax your shoulders. As you're ready, reach up skyward, turn your shoulders back in line with the hips, and float the hands down to the top of the legs. Pause for a breath. As you're ready, releasing our block back to the floor. So we can use that to support the knee. Scoot forward a little bit to free up that front hip. Coming into that hip flexor stretch. So we're opening this hip. Reach that front arm up and out of the hip flexor. Option to stay very tall and linear, or add a gentle side bend to your chair back. Soften the back shoulder away from the ear by bending your elbow slightly. As you're ready, reach both arms up to the sky, squaring off your shoulders and hips. Just breathe. Just notice. Good. Back hand comes to the thigh for support. Front hand forward, flying warrior. Breathing and noticing. Noticing sensation. Option might be to lift both arms up. Good. Keep pressing through the feet for support. Squaring off the shoulders. And when you're ready, come back to that warrior one position where our spine is really tall. You might pause here, and when you're ready for warrior two, windmill the arms, pivot on that back toe, stretch that back leg out, finding your warrior two, shoulders over hips. Good. Let's bring that back arm forward, inhaling. Exhale, pull back. You might follow your hand. Inhale, reaching forward, that's it. Exhale, pulling back. One more time. Leaving our arms long, let's rotate the palms turning up and palms turning down, getting that movement right out of the shoulder joint if you can. Good. Then leaving our palms up, flipping our warrior. Hand rests lightly on the leg. Adjust your gaze for neck comfort. Just breathe. Looking good, everyone. That's it. Windmilling back to parallel arms, that warrior two position. And then bending that front elbow, lightly rest the arm. Circle the back arm up and around, extended side angle. And then open the shoulders a bit more to the long edge of your mat. Breathe into this shape. Press through the feet. Feel that lift in your spine, the lift in the waistline here. Good. As you're ready, reach up skyward, windmill the arms parallel, and float the arms down to the legs. Good. Bend the back knee, help it forward. The front will turn to face center and pause for a moment. Just checking in, noticing sensation, noticing your breath. Good. As you're ready, let's come up to stand. So we're going to come up to stand and come to one side of your chair. And just a light touch to the chair for balance. Outer hand on the hip. Shift your balance to that inside leg. Outside knee comes up, circles around and back to the floor. Let's do it again. Up and around and circle it back. And keep breathing. One more time. Grounding both feet, crescent moon, outside arm reaches up, side bend towards your chair. Reach that arm up, float it back down to your side. Bringing the hand back to the hip. Shift your balance again to the inside leg. Outer leg lifts and release. So again, a little strengthening exercise for this outer hip, but also strengthening your standing leg. Looking good, that's it. Last one. Good job, everyone, and release. Let's go to the other side of our chair. Same thing on this side, hand to the hip. Shift your balance to that inner leg. Outer knee lifts up, circles around, and back to the floor. Up and around, and release it down. That's it. Take your time, moving with your breath. One more time. Good. Then pause. Outside arm reaches up. Crescent moon, side bend towards the chair. Reach back up skyward, float the arm back to your side. Good. Lateral leg raise, here we go. Press it away and release it to the floor. Press away and release. Looking good, that's it. And release. Let's go to the other side of our chair just to give that leg a break. And checking in. So we're going to come into tree pose. You can use your chair for assistance, hand on the hip. Shift your balance to the inside leg, lift the outer heel, turn the knee out. Bring that ankle just above the foot just above the ankle, is what I meant to say. Good. Hands can stay as they are, or maybe they reach out, maybe they come to the heart. Find your expression of tree. Maybe that foot slides up, hugs the belly of the calf, the side leg. That's another option. Pick a focal point to gaze at. Our bodies finding strength and balance. As you're ready, bringing the hand back to the chair and the hip, and the foot back to the floor. Good, walk it out, and we're going to walk over to the other side. So once again, checking in, noticing. We can start to shift our balance to the inner leg. Lift that outer heel, turn it out. Option to keep toes on the floor. And hands can stretch out, or maybe they come to the hips or the heart, an Anjali Mudra. Any version of tree. Maybe you hug the belly of the calf and the side leg. Grounding to the earth. Reaching to the sky. Use your chair as little or as much as you like. Breathing and noticing, that's it. As you're ready, releasing out of the posture. Good, walk it out a little. And then let's come in for our final relaxation, whatever that may look like for you. You can sit on your chair with your feet on the floor, or sit on the chair with your feet on a yoga block. You might lie on the floor as an option. It's really good for our spine. It might feel really nice. Also good for lymphatic drainage, circulation of the legs, for varicose veins. So again, take a moment just to get comfortable here. Stretch out the arms and legs. Let your hips fall heavy. Let the chair or the mat support you. Good breathing and noticing. full belly breath. Noticing sensation of the breath. Allowing the body to relax with each breath. And begin to awaken the body. If the eyes are closed, you might blink them open. Making our way back to a comfortable seat. Again, just breathing and noticing how you feel at the end of your practice. Noticing sensation. As you're ready to close your practice, hands can come to the heart in Anjali Mudra. We can close with a bow, with a moment of gratitude and kindness for ourselves, each other, this practice. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming.